People are still out there mulling on the role of the opposition, and I think Azimio is trying to like gain its foot like after losing and trying to see what role they're gonna play in the opposition. And here's one thing I want to tell people: there's nothing wrong opposing, because I think
absolutely.
I think Kenyans have gotten to this surrender point, this accept and move on point, where they expect that that someone has lost election and then the opposition, so they should just sit and say nothing. And with the Supreme Court ruling, yes, we have to respect it, but people don't have to agree with it. You see, that's a beauty about the system that we have. People can respect it, but people don't have to agree with it. So I sometimes get this sense that we are in such a black and white society whereby people are saying, "Oh, nyi mmeshindwa, so now you just go sit back and wait," and that's what has caused all these problems, where you have an executive that's not being checked. I know people are saying 2 and 3 things about Baba right now, that he should retire, he should just go on vacations, and he should not do anything. But I'm like, well, he lost the election, he's in the opposition, and he's within his own rights to
absolutely
to disagree with the rulings, to disagree with what happened in IBC. And talking about IBC, I think it's very important for IBC to try and build trust with the public. From my interaction with them, is that they're so focused on process and technicalities, but they haven't taken that track of trying to build trust, because it's difficult to build trust. Building trust is very difficult. Technology is not gonna make people trust you. Technology will just expose the technicalities of what you're doing, but if people mistrust you, there will always be a problem, regardless of whatever technology you're using. So Kenya right now, we're in that place where there's 4 commissioners on one side and 3 commissioners on the other side. These 3 commissioners are up for retirement in January, and the 4 commissioners, there's a push by the Kenya Kwanza side to try and oust them. So we might get into a constitutional crisis where,
because those guys have got a security of tenure until the Maliza there.
Yeah, but there's a procedure.
There's
a procedure for removing them.
Right.
Like if there's malpractice.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's a procedure for removing them. So if these 3 retire and these 4 are removed, then we're in a constitutional crisis. We can't hold any by-elections. We can't do anything. And I don't think even the courts will allow that to happen. I've been of the opinion, and people disagree with me, these election results revealed something. There are no neutral Kenyans. I have been saying that so many times, and people sometimes want to fight me. The Kenyans who pick side. The only difference is that there are those who will be vocal about the side they pick,
right,
and there are those who will be silent, and there are those who will pretend to be neutral. But there are no neutral Kenyans. The 2 other candidates that we had, who are the neutral candidates, got less than 0.7% of the total vote. There were more spoiled votes than Wajakoya and Mwaure got
combined
put together. So that tells you something, and that's the reason why na hii nimekosana na watu. When I tell people there's not neutral people, people should just trust me and believe me in that. And that's why I say with IBC, it should just be a situation like we have in the Federal Election Commission. This is a Democrat. We are nominating him to be on the commission, and this is a Republican. We are nominating him to be on the commission. So let's have both sides pick their people. So we go in there, we know that these ones were picked by Azimio, and these ones were picked by Kenya Kwanza. Then go in with this pretense that, these guys are neutral, they don't care who wins, A or B. That has never been true. And this time, it just came to the surface. Even in previous commissions, it was known which commissioners were on this side, and it was known which commissioners are on this other side. But people come in with that guise of neutrality.